Hi! Today I just decided to pick up the camera because I'm actually in the midst of getting the Patreon rewards done, and I'll be shipping them off soon, hopefully before the end of the month. So I thought in the midst of all this busyness, I'll just bring you through my work process and how I pack the items. Looking forward to have fun recording this. At the moment, I already have the stickers done. For this month, I'm featuring a new character. Her name is Luna. So I meant to have these made into memo stickers so you can like write your list of to-do things or your goals for the month or year onto these stickers and just stick it onto wherever you want to. And then I also have the designs made into sticker sheets. For every month, I would try my best to create at least 10 designs and split them into 2 sheets. So this is the first one. It just reflects Luna's personality, where she likes to read until she falls asleep, and she likes to write letters, and yeah, she always lives among books. Yeah, I really like this month's theme because it also shows how small she is in the world of books. So so that's that, and it's also like a retro floral theme. That's why I made the envelopes with these floral papers, which I bought a long time ago. So they're just folded into envelopes like this, so I can just slot all of the designs in. This one's gonna be for the month of May, so that's Luna. And then for the month of June, we have Dan, which is another new character I designed. And so he's just inspired by the dandelions. Here I have him drawn in such a way to show that he's really light and he's easily blown away by the wind. And he has his little mushy friend here, who is actually a spore, a mushroom spore. So they're both really tiny in this big white world. And I also drew a comic, like a mini zine, which is on the way to me now. I hope it reaches me on time. And just like the previous months, I always have my characters designed and be made into stickers. There's no die cut for this month, but there's still that 10 design sticker sheets. So the first sheet features Dan and his friend and a bunch of cute dandelions, whereas the second one is Dan holding on to a bigger piece of dandelion with mushrooms and some picnic food. And I really love this mini washi that I made. I just thought these flowers look like the dandelion flowers, the yellow ones. These were perfect as envelopes. Moving on to my sculpting table. These are the hard work from the past week. I started off with Dan, the lion. This is how he looks like up close. I have not painted on the face yet. So basically one set will be getting a grass base with a mat that's stuck on it. And then this sandwich, which has like a backstory to it. You'll have to read the comic to know. And then there's Dan. I decided to use air dry clay for this, just to show how light he is. And I'm not sure if he can be blown away as easily as how it looks like in the comics. What I have planned for today is basically mostly sculpting work, because I've already almost finished Dan's set. Now I have to move on to Luna's set. It's currently 11:10, so I'll probably have to stop in an hour's time to get lunch ready and then continue after that. So we'll see how far we can go today. this is my progress so far. So the basic shape of the bunny is done. So she's gonna be sitting up like this in it's like her sleeping position. Pretty happy with how she turned out. So she has a tail and her ears, and they all pretty much look similar, or at least I try to make them look similar as best as I can. And then next I'll have to make the bandana, which is her signature look at the top. But first, I think it's time for lunch. Just got back from lunch, and guess what came in the mail? My prints are here! I usually like to keep the bags so I can use it for future orders when I'm sending out parcels. This is what I usually do. I'll just flip them inside out so the brand is covered, and I can like ship them with a different courier service. This is my first time getting prints printed by someone else, and this is definitely my first time trying this company's service. So let's see how good is it. Ooh. It says here 20 pieces and 5 extras. It's very well packed. Wow. I'm quite pleased with the effect, especially the gold foiling. It's so pretty. Wow. I'm quite impressed, and it's slightly raised. Just that the picture looks a little bit blurry, I would say. But I think overall the colors are quite true to the original artwork, so I'm pretty happy. This foiling is definitely something I can't do on my own. I actually thought of like drawing the foiling effect on each of the prints, but I thought that's just crazy. So the back just looks like this. Have a simple like print on the back. Oh, so excited! Whoa! This is my little scene. This is so cute. The contents look pretty good, so I'm not sure why is the cover so grainy. Oh, the cuts aren't really well done either. Can you see? I'll have to check and see if they are all like that. At a quick glance, most of these look alright, or at least for the first 5. So I'm a little bit worried. It's probably not a big deal for some people, but oh my, this is not good. Look at this. Yep. Not very well cut. Okay, I don't know how I'm feeling about this now. Oh man, look, more gaps. Why is there a print here? Thank goodness I don't have that many pages, so I can afford to go through each and every one of them just to check, because it's strange. It's not like you see like this one, this problem, I don't see it in the other books. So I don't want to tell you which company is this from just yet, because one, I'm not that happy with the quality so far, but I'm gonna give them a benefit of the doubt and see if they'll come back to me. as promised and see what kind of action they'll take when I raise these issues. Now I'm just really tempted to just like see if there's other ways that I can salvage this. See this excess? Maybe I can like just slowly go over it with a pen knife, but that's gonna take some time and some experimenting, whereas pages like this one, that's never gonna work because it's gonna affect my other pages. Like this one, the moment I cut like half a centimeter off, then the borders for this one will turn out wonky. So the conclusion is that it's much safer to have designs with white borders like this, but when it comes to pages with like a full print, so you get problems like this, you know. But it's really minor, like it doesn't affect the story and the rest of the graphics, so it's fine. It's just a little bit of an eyesore for me personally, because by paying this much you'll expect it to be somewhat flawless. So out of 20, only 14 are good, and this one's a little bit I'm on the fence with this one, but if I were to pass it, then it's 15. So there's a total of 25% that's bad. Like bad, really bad, like this one. And then this one's too obvious. White gap at the bottom. This is really, really bad. At least I got to salvage 2 out of the 5, and the other 3 there's really nothing I can do about it, but see if I can find a resolution with the sales rep and see what he says about it. Maybe I can get a refund of some sort. For sure, I really like the foiling effect that they do, even though the quality is not as good as printing it myself. The prints aren't sharp enough and crisp as I would like them to be, but it's fine. And it's fairly inexpensive, so I will maybe patronize them if I cannot find another vendor that does something similar. We'll see how it goes. Now it's time to continue on Luna. I'm finally done with Luna. So I added more details to the front, gave her a fringe, which is part of the original design, and then her headband is also done. So what's left is just the facial features, which I will paint on later. Luna is just one of the 4 components that I'm planning to make. So basically I'm just trying to recreate this in a smaller form, like in a miniature. So the plan is to have something made out of plastic like this. I'll also include like maybe 1 plant and 1 or 2 books. We'll see how it goes. And the alternative idea is to have Luna sitting on a swing, just like in the picture, like this, and then have the swing hung inside of the glass house. But the thing is, I've never made the glass house with plastic before, so I'm not sure how it would turn out. So I'm thinking maybe just do 1 and see how am I gonna paint on the design. It's gonna be tough because this is really small and I can't make this any bigger. It has to fit one of these boxes, like what I've always done in the past months for the Patreon rewards. So the idea is to have the glass house inside, whereas you can have the option to also remove it and display it on your desk or something, and then have Luna inside the glass house, just like the picture. I'm still deciding if I want to make the glass house because it's quite an intimidating task. I've never worked with plastics before. I'm not sure how well they'll hold out, but I don't really have any other ideas besides that. So maybe I can make 1 prototype and see how I feel about it, and then we'll proceed from there, because I definitely want to include the books and the plant, which I sort of already have like a process in my mind of how to get about it, and I don't think it will take long. Yeah, it's just the glass house which I'm a bit worried about, so let's tackle the hardest thing first. Not looking forward to this. This is the plastic that I'm planning to use. It's shrink plastic from Daiso ages ago. I'm actually not gonna shrink them, I'm just gonna use them as is. It's just the type of plastic goes well with this glue, which is the Mr. Cement SP. This is the stencil, so wish me luck. This is how the first prototype actually turned out. I was struggling a little bit to attach the sides, to the front. Probably the way that I bend the sides is also not the right way. I'm supposed to use a heat gun or a hair dryer, which I don't have at hand at the moment. I have to run upstairs to do that. The next challenge is also the application of the glue. I don't know if you can see, but there is a mark here, so this is actually caused by the glue. Everywhere else looks pretty okay. It's not the neatest, but it's alright. So this big mark here is making me a bit weary because I don't know how I can cover it, and as you can see, it's no longer shiny. So I suspect that this glue actually melts the plastic to adhere the pieces together. It also has quite a strong smell, like super glue. But this is a special type of glue that works for plastic, and only certain type of plastics, I find. I'm quite happy with how it turned out, like how sturdy the glue is. The next challenge I have or issue is how am I going to paint on the lines that's on my design. So yeah, I have to think about that.